Why do you keep shaking your head, Miss Poole?
Because I'm clean.
No, you are not
I swear.
clean.
Please don't, sir. Please. Please, I swear.
This is the case of the State of Ohio versus Rachel Poole, case number 26 CR 43278. Present before the court is Ms. Poole, right?
Yes, sir.
Represented by Mr. Madden, and we have Mr. Harrison, the prosecutor's office, Officer Tork from probation. We're here today for sentencing. Has everybody had the opportunity to review the PSI?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Any reason not to go forward with sentence today?
No, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
We have 41 days of jail time credit, no restitutions. That sound right to everybody?
That is correct.
All right, Mr. Harris, on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, the defendant, as we discussed in chambers, continues to test positive. It appears she needs a higher level of care. We are requesting, through DeCoach, that she be placed in residential treatment. We also will request $250 in laboratory fees. That would be to the Franklin Police Department. There's also a weapon involved. We would ask that be forfeited and destroyed.
Officer Tork, what's the recommendation of probation?
Your Honor, probation does think that Mrs. Poole is amenable to community control. Her positive drug test at DeCoach earlier this month.
Wait, hold on, Officer Tork. Why do you keep shaking your head, Miss Poole?
Because I'm clean.
No, you are not
I swear.
clean.
Sir, I'm doing the programs. I'm meeting with my counselor. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the medicine I've been taking for my seizures. I don't know what it is. But I swear to you, on everything I love, I'm not doing anything. I wouldn't do it again. I don't want to. I've got 2 jobs. I'm keeping busy and keeping occupied with other things. I don't know what happened. I really don't.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Officer Tork.
I was informed that she did have a positive confirmed test at DeCoach on the 10th of this month. She tested positive again today. The recommendation from treatment at the time of her assessment was for outpatient. However, considering the positive test that was confirmed by DeCoach on the 10th and the 21st, which is being today prior to court, there is a recommendation that there should be at least an increased level of care. That being said, no other recommendations other than entering and completing treatment and remaining compliant while on supervision.
Are we sending today's test out?
Yes.
And we don't have the results of the oral swab?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Because Officer Conroy, your position is she's not even close to being clean, right?
That's my position. When I tested her this morning, her sample was bright green, which is a sign to us that she was possibly using something to alter the test or flush her system.
I have a kidney infection. I'm on antibiotics. I only have 1 kidney. I've passed every other drug test. I honestly don't understand what's going on.
Here's where we're at, Mrs. Poole. The recommendation of Officer Tork's pretty good recommendation to send you to residential treatment. That seems like the way to go, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send you to prison.
Please don't.
I am, because you will, if you don't acknowledge that you are not clean, then there's nothing I can do. But I am going to wait until we get confirmed positive tests. I want to know for sure, 100%. So I'm going to take Ms. Poole into custody today. We're going to reset this for sentencing in a couple of weeks when we have the results.
Please don't, sir. Please. Please, I swear.
Not doing anything today, Ms. Poole, but we're going to know when we get those oral. We'll get the oral swab back from last week, and we'll get the drug test. We'll send one out from today. Then we'll know if you are clean or if you are
I'm not going anywhere.
not being honest. So, Mr. Madden, we're going to continue this out a couple of weeks and get a sentencing date with Ms. Idle.
I'll do that, thank you.
All right, that's all.
Oh, God.
Email me as soon as we get results.
Under Section 2925.11 of the Ohio Revised Code, the matter proceeded to sentencing review with the defendant subject to court supervision and substance monitoring conditions. The record reflects multiple positive drug screens, including a confirmed test and an additional pending laboratory confirmation at the time of hearing. The court considered recommendations for enhanced treatment under community control, including residential rehabilitation, based on continued non-compliance with substance-related conditions. However, the defendant disputed the validity of the test results, asserting medical explanations and denying unlawful use. Given the evidentiary uncertainty, the court declined to impose an immediate final sentence. Instead, the court exercised its authority to continue sentencing proceedings pending verified laboratory confirmation, ensuring due process and evidentiary reliability before disposition. The defendant was remanded into custody pending further review. Upon receipt of confirmed results, the court will determine final sentencing, including the possibility of community control sanctions with mandatory treatment or custodial incarceration, consistent with statutory guidelines and compliance history. Failure to comply with supervision conditions may result in escalated penalties under applicable Ohio sentencing provisions.